Alright, so if you've ever traveled, you know how much of a hassle it can be to stay connected. You either deal with expensive roaming fees, waste time looking for a local SIM card, or rely on public Wi-Fi, which isn't exactly the most secure or reliable option. That's where eSIMs come in, but are they actually better than traditional physical SIM cards? Now, I've personally used both eSIMs and physical SIMs while traveling. So in today's video, I'll be comparing Saily eSIM to physical SIM cards. I'll break down the pros and cons of each one and help you figure out which one makes the most sense for your next trip. And of course, I'll also be sharing my experience using Saily eSIM, which is what I personally recommend for international travel. And if you're thinking about trying Saily eSIM, I've got a discount for you. Just download the Saily app and use the code GVUTech at checkout for an exclusive discount. That said, let's get right into it. Okay, so starting with a physical SIM card, it's that small chip that goes into your phone to connect to a mobile network. For years, this has been the standard, and if you've ever switched carriers or traveled abroad, you've probably had to swap out a SIM card at some point. This usually means using a SIM tray tool or improvising with an earring or paper clip if you don't have one handy. While physical SIMs are still widely used, they come with both pros and cons, especially when traveling. Now, one of the biggest benefits of a physical SIM card is its availability. You can find them at airports, convenience stores, and carrier shops in most countries. They also work with locked phones, so if your device is tied to a specific carrier, you can usually get a compatible local SIM. Plus, a physical SIM supports calls, texts, and mobile data, meaning you get a local phone number, which can be very useful for things like making reservations or receiving SMS verification codes. And most people still use regular SIM cards in their home country. That being said, physical SIMs aren't the most convenient for frequent travelers. And the reason for this is because finding a local SIM takes time. You'll need to find a store, wait in line, and go through the setup process. Plus, swapping SIMs can be a hassle, as you'll need to keep your original SIM somewhere safe and hope you don't lose it. On top of that, some countries require ID verification to purchase a SIM, which can add extra steps to the process. Another thing to keep in mind is that not all SIM cards come with the best deals. Some have hidden fees, expiration dates, or limited data plans that might not be as cost-effective as they seem. And if you're traveling to multiple countries, you'll likely have to switch SIMs every time you cross a border, which can get quite annoying. So while physical SIMs are still a reliable way to stay connected, especially in your home country, they aren't always the most practical while traveling abroad, especially when compared to the flexibility of an eSIM. Now, an eSIM is a digital SIM that's built directly into your phone. That means there's no need for a physical chip, no SIM tray tool, and no hassle of swapping cards when switching networks or traveling. Instead, getting started with Saily eSIM couldn't be easier. Just download the Saily app, look through the variety of data plans, and choose the one that best fits your travel needs. And the app takes you through the setup process step by step, making it quick and easy. Once you're all set up, there's nothing else to worry about. Just activate your eSIM before your flight, and when you arrive at your destination, it'll automatically connect to the local network, keeping you connected right when you land. Plus, you only need to install the eSIM once, so for any future trips, all you have to do is buy a new plan and you're good to go. It's a set it and forget it kind of thing, making your travel experience a lot easier. Now, one thing that stood out to me with Saily was its focus on online privacy. They've added some useful security features that make it stand out from other eSIM providers. For example, the ad blocker helps cut down on intrusive ads, making browsing smoother and even saving data. Then there's the web protection feature, which keeps you safe from harmful websites or malware, especially when using public Wi-Fi. And the virtual location feature adds an extra layer of privacy by masking your real location, which is great when traveling abroad. These features don't just keep you connected, they also give you peace of mind knowing your data is more secure. Another great benefit is that Saily eSIM is often more affordable than international roaming fees. So instead of paying expensive carrier rates, you can choose a cost-effective plan that fits your needs and data, without worrying about hidden charges. That said, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. For example, since Saily is a data-only eSIM, it doesn't support traditional phone calls or SMS texting. But most travelers these days rely on apps like WhatsApp, FaceTime, and Telegram anyway, so this isn't usually a major issue for most people. Also, your phone needs to be eSIM compatible and unlocked for Saily to work, but most modern smartphones support eSIM, so this won't be a problem for most users. Alright, so now having used both physical SIM cards and Saily eSIM during my travels, I can say there's a clear difference in how convenient each option is. When I used a physical SIM, the process was always a bit of a hassle. After landing, I'd have to search for a mobile store or kiosk, sometimes wait in line, and then go through the process of buying and activating the SIM. And if I was in a country where an ID verification was required, it just added another step. Not to mention, I had to swap out my original SIM and keep it somewhere safe, which, let's be real, is way too easy to lose. And if I was traveling to multiple countries, I'd have to repeat this process every time, switching out SIMs, checking which one still worked, and hoping I didn't misplace anything. With Saily eSIM though, it was a completely different experience. Instead of wasting time at the airport or worrying about switching SIMs, I just opened the Saily app, picked a data plan, and activated it before my flight. Once I landed, my phone automatically connected to the local network. And that was it. I was online right away, with no extra steps. Another thing I really liked was not having to deal with hidden fees or overpriced SIM cards at the airport. With a local SIM, you never really know if you're getting a good deal, and some even come with short expiration dates or limited data. But with Saily eSIM, the prices were transparent, and I could easily choose a plan that fit my needs without worrying about extra charges. Okay, so now that we've compared both options, and I've shared my experience, let's break it down. Who is each option actually best for? If you're someone who prefers a traditional phone number, makes a lot of regular calls and texts, or has a locked phone, then a physical SIM card might be the better option for you, especially if you're staying in one country for a long period of time. A local SIM gives you a dedicated number, and in some cases might be useful for things like receiving SMS verification codes or booking reservations where a local number is required. But if you're a frequent traveler visiting multiple countries, or just want an easy way to stay connected, then Saily eSIM is the better option. There is no need to search for SIM cards at the airport, no physical swapping, and no risk of losing a tiny chip. Plus, Saily's instant activation, affordable data plans, and built-in security features make it an even more convenient and reliable option, especially if you rely on internet-based apps like WhatsApp, FaceTime, and Telegram for communication. At the end of the day, both options work. But if you're looking for the easiest and most flexible way to stay connected while traveling, Saily eSIM is the way to go. It keeps things simple, secure, and stress-free, letting you focus on enjoying your trip rather than worrying about staying online. And just to reiterate one more time, if you decide to give Saily eSIM a try, you can use the affiliate link that I left down in the description below. Just download the Saily app and use the code GVUTech at checkout for an exclusive discount. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you found this review helpful. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more reviews like this one. And of course, if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.